Hello girls, so here I am. I try to guide you through this video. Sorry I cannot be there tonight. So we start with just breathing, lots of air, and breathing out and round the back. And bend your knees and stretch everything. And round the back, bend your knees, breathe out, tailbone in, shoulders above the hips. And one more time, and stretch, and now just circle your shoulders 4 times to the back, and 4 times to the front, and just very softly go from side to side. That's it, to release the spine, and just let the hands swing around a little bit further, and we come to the center, hands behind the back, and circle the back around to one side and to the other side. And we open the legs a little bit wider, bend the knees, hands in front of the chest. We breathe in. We arch the back, tailbone and hand back, and we breathe out, we round the back, and hands come together. And breathe in, and breathe out. And open the back, and breathe out. Last one, and breathe in, and breathe out. Now bring your knees together, round the back. Small bounces towards the floor, and knees from side to side, and circle the knees around 4 times to the one side and 4 times to the other side, and we stretch the legs, we keep the hips together, we roll the back down, and we roll the back up and stretch, and down, and back up and stretch, and down, and back up and stretch. Keep the back straight, keep the legs straight, and bend round the back and stretch, and round the back and stretch, and round the back and stretch. Last one, round the back, keep the knees together, bring the hands together behind your back, and stretch and open the chest, lift your hands up and breathe and round, and stretch the legs and open the chest, bring the hands up and round, and last one, stay there, open the chest, arch the back, try to look up to the ceiling, breathe, balance, and relax everything down to the floor, and slowly roll the back up. Okay, stay on your mat. I'm just going to the profile so you can see better. From here, breathe in. We lift the belly, we lift the abdominals, and we breathe out. We roll everything back down. And one more time, breathe in. And breathe out, roll everything back up. One more time. And roll down. And breathe in. And roll up. Next time, we roll the back down, we breathe out, we breathe in, we bend the knees, and we walk towards downward facing dog. That's it, stretch your hands, stretch the back, and just bring one heel to the floor, bend the other knee, and change, and change, and change. And really try to stretch your Achilles and change. And change. And change. Now we try to bring both heels up as far as we can and both heels down. And both heels up and both heels down. Last time, both heels up, stay with the heels up and bring the knees all the way down to the floor without touching, back is long, stretch and lift the heels up. And all the way down without touching the floor, breathe and stretch everything up. And one more time, bring the knees down, stay there, breathe, and knees down to the floor. Breathe and lift the knees up. And knees down to the floor. And breathe and lift and bring the knees up. And knees down to the floor. And bring the knees up, stay there, breathe. 2, 3, long necks, shoulder blades down. And bring the knees down to the floor. Point and stretch the back. Stay there. I just bring the camera a bit more down. That's it. So, hope you can see me. We're on the floor. Come on all four. That's it. And we breathe, we arch the back, breathe in and breathe out and round the back, lift the navel, lift the abdominals and breathe in and breathe out. As you know, hands under the shoulders, knees under your hips, and we round the back, lift, and we arch, breathe, open the chest, shoulder blades down, and come to plank. So long back, tailbone and the head on the same line. From now here, we just bend the elbows. We bring the elbows to the floor, back stay long, and we stretch. Now don't bring the pelvis down. Elbows, try to bring the elbows behind your hands. And try not to bring the pelvis down. If you can't reach the floor, it's not a problem. Go until you can control it. And back up. Very good for the joints. And down. And back up. Okay? We stay there. We bring the right, left behind the back. And we try to do the same thing with one hand. Again, if you can reach the floor, just come to wherever you can. And back up. And breathe out. Long back. Tailbone the same line, the diagonal line of the head. And come back. If it's too hard, you can bring the hands a little bit closer to you. Down. And come back. And breathe. Last one. Down, long back. And stretch. Other side. Shoulder blades down, neck is long, hand behind the head. And we try to bring the elbow behind the hand. Down to the floor, back is long. And stretch. And breathe out. Come back down, in front, and stretch. If it's too hard, don't bring the elbow to the floor, or bring the hand slightly close to you. And breathe out. Good, 4 times. And stretch the back down. And we roll, we sit on top of the heels, and we just circle the hands around and to the other direction. And we go back on all 4. We bring now the elbows down and we stretch one leg. So we come a little bit. We stretch one leg. We stretch the other leg. We bring the knee down and down. Other side. Shoulder blades down. Neck is long. Stomach is in and down. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. And down. One more time. And breathe. And breathe. And down. Take a breath. Now we stretch both legs. And we bring the pelvis down. We breathe. We arch the back. Shoulders down. Neck is long. Lift your navel. And breathe out. And come back down. Open the chest. Lift. And breathe out. And come back down. Shoulders. Neck is long. And breathe out. Lift everything. Last one. And breathe. And lift and stay. Stay. That's it. Shoulder blades down. Lift your navel. Breathe. And bring your knees down. Walk with your hands and stretch the back. And we go on all four again. That's it. And we circle the back around. 2 times to the right. And 2 times to the left. And keep the shoulders down, hands under the shoulders. Lift the abdominals. And we stretch one leg, the right leg, shoulders down. We take a deep breath. And we bring the leg in between as far as you can between your hands and stretch. And between the hands and round the back and stretch. And in and stretch. And in and stretch. Okay, now we bring the leg towards the right hand. So we bring the leg towards the right hand, we bring the weight forward and stretch towards the right hand and weight forward and stretch and keep the back long and stretch and open the knee towards the elbow and stretch. Now towards the left elbow and cross and stretch and cross and stretch and cross and stretch. Last one. Cross and stretch. Stay there with the leg long. Lift your belly. Now try to lift the opposite hand. Stay there. Breathe. Long line. And bring everything back down. Stretch for 1 second. Breathe. And we come on all four again. So we start with the leg long, shoulder blades down, neck is long, and we breathe in and stretch. And in and stretch. Bring the knee as far as you can front, round the back, stretch and in and stretch. Now we go to the right, to the left elbow and stretch. Try to bring the pelvis forward, stretch and up. And last one. And diagonal to the right elbow and stretch. Right elbow and stretch. Right elbow, stretch. Last one. Now we stretch the leg, we stretch the opposite hand, we try to stay there, we breathe, and we bring everything down to the floor, bring the hands next to the body, and just go with the head from side to side. And we roll the back up. I change to face the camera, but you can stay where you are. So from here, we circle the shoulders again, and to the other direction again. And we bring the hips up above the knees. We take the elbows, shoulder blades down, long neck, long spine, and we bring everything down from the knees to the top of the head, diagonal. Breathe, stay there, and come back. One more time, and breathe. 2, 3, 4, and back. One more time, stay. Connect both sides of your pelvis, lift the abdominals, pelvic floor, and back. One more time, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now we're going to go diagonally down and go twist from side to side. Keep the hands in front of the chest. So we go down, we stay there, we breathe, and we go side, and breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe and lengthen the spine. Breathe, and out, and breathe, and out. Last one, and breathe, and out. Come back to the center a little bit further, and back down. Okay, circle the head around, breathe very gently, and to the other direction. Good. And now we add the hands up above the head. We breathe in, we go down, and we bring the hands above the head, and back. And one more time. We go down, we bring the hands, so long line from the knees to the top of the fingers, tip of the fingers, and back. And breathe. And back. Last one. And breathe. And back. Now again, we go from side to side. We go down. We keep the shoulder blades down. Neck is long. And we twist with the chest. Side to side. Keep the back diagonal, side to side. Keep on breathing. And last one. And come back up, stretch. Bring the knees, bend the knees, bring the pelvis, and stretch the back. Very good. And we roll the back up. I'm changing the mat, but you can stay where you are. Let's sit so you can see me. So, we stretch the legs, we breathe, open the hands wide, and bring the back front. And one more time, open the hands wide. And stretch, reach as far as you can front. And open the hands. And reach. Okay, we stay with the back round. We reach front and we roll the back just halfway. Shoulder blades down, roll the back, breathe. And back front. And breathe. And round front. And breathe, navel in, chin away from the chest. And back front. Last one. We're there. Navel in, lift your abdominals, lift the pelvic floor, shoulders down, neck is relaxed, and we just twist the back. We breathe and we reach, we look, and back front. And reach, look, and back front. And reach, and look, and reach. Try to stay with both sit bone on the floor, and reach, and back, and reach, and back, breathe, and stretch. We go down, shoulder blades down. We reach front, we stay there, and now we lift the right leg up and down. And lift and down. And lift, long leg, long hand, and down. And lift. Other side. And stretch, and lift. And down. And lift. And down. Very good. Up. Go on. Down. And lift. And down. And stretch. Bring the hands as far as you can. Round the back. Breathe. Just bring the head from side to side. Roll the back up. Bring the feet together. Have your hands on the ankles. And round the back. Let the knees drop. And we roll the back up. We bring both knees, we bend both knees. We bring both elbows down. So we are rounding the back, elbows on the floor, shoulder blades down. So I'm not sinking into the chest, but bringing the shoulders up, down, and rounding the lower back. Actually bring your feet and the knees together and lift. From here first we just try to touch the floor with the tip of the toes without stretching the lower back, and breathe. And back. And breathe. And back. Keep the abdominals, keep the lower back round, and back. Last one. Down and back. We come to tabletop, so the lower legs are parallel to the floor, and we go from side to side and front. And shoulders stay equally front, and we just swing the legs side to side. And just roll your pelvis from side to side, side to side, and up. We go to the right side, and we go down, tip, and lift. Try to open the opposite shoulder. So the left shoulder is opening a bit towards the back, and back. Okay, other side, and down. Right shoulder opened, and back, down, and lift, back, down, and lift. One more time. And lift, you come to the center, stretch, stretch your hands, bring the hands behind the head and round the back, bring the head to the knee, stretch, and lift one elbow, and down, other elbow, and down, and lift, the head goes from side to side. And last one, stay there, bring the head slightly closer to the knees, breathe into the stretch, and we go back down. Again, elbows under the shoulder blades, we lift the legs, we bring the legs to the side, and now we draw half a circle, we almost touch the floor, and we go to the side, and touch the floor almost, and other side. Now every time another shoulder is a counterbalance. I'm opening now the left shoulder and down and up and down and lift and breathe and lift and breathe. We stay on this side, we stretch the legs. Try to do the same thing with the legs straight. If you can't, just keep on bending. Stretch the legs and side. And stretch, lift, round the back, lift the chest. Stretch the legs. So if you hang in your elbows, you hurt your neck. Round and lift. And up. Two more times. Down. And up. Last time. Breathe. And up. Now we bring the legs, we bring the head to the knees, and slowly, slowly, slowly breathe, bring the legs down, breathe, 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 lift, stretch everything up, and go down. And cross your legs, and just circle the back around, the chest, and up, and circle around, and up, and to the other direction, and circle, and up, and circle, and up, and we come back down, we stretch, and we roll up, we change side of the legs, and stretch, and we go down, stretch the legs, stretch the hands, and breathe out and come forward, round the back, and slowly roll the back down, all the way down, and just, if you can, circle the hands to one side, then to the other side, and open the hands wide on the floor, bring the knees 90 degrees, and bring the knees to one side, and stretch, look to the opposite side. Breathe and lift, and other side. Breathe and lift, and to the other side. Breathe and lift. Now we bring the knees towards the right side, but diagonally up. And we stretch the legs, and we bend. And you can look to the opposite side and bend. And stretch, and bend. Stretch, other side, and stretch, and bend. And stretch. Stretch, the opposite shoulder is on the floor. Stretch and bend. We go to the right side, legs are bent. We half a circle, almost touching the floor. And back. Don't arch the lower back. And back. And almost touching the floor. And back. And up. And back. 2 more times. Down. And up. Last time. Now we stretch the leg. We do the same thing. Down. And lift. And down. Keep on breathing. And down. And lift. And down. And lift. 2 more times. Down. And lift. Down. And lift. Come back to 90 degrees. Stay there. Bring the hands to the knees. And rock the back from side to side. Breathe. And we bring the legs 90 degrees. Hands are wide on the floor. We breathe and we roll the back up to the legs and roll the back down. And roll the back up. Round and down. And roll the back up. And roll the back down. And up. And down. Now we stay up. We stay up. We try to stretch the legs round the back and lift. So stretch the leg, the back goes backwards and lift. And up and lift. And breathe. Up and lift. And up and lift. And up and lift. Stay there. Try to stay and breathe. Try to slowly stretch your legs and bring the legs slowly down to the floor and relax. And we roll the back up. We bring the legs behind. Again, we stretch the back on top of our knees. We stretch one leg to the side. We bring the hands behind the neck. And we just go from side to side. We breathe. We lengthen the spine. And we breathe out. round the back, and breathe out, and back, and from side to side, and to the leg as far as you can. One more time, breathe out, round the rib cage, look front, and back, and okay. Now we go towards the left side, away from the long leg, and we twist the back, we look to the floor, we try to equalize both elbows, look down, 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 and back up. And look down, equalize both elbows, breathe, and stretch, and breathe, and stretch. Last one, breathe, and stretch. Open the hands, bring one hand to the floor, one hand to your hips, really put the hand on the floor, stretch the back, lift one leg, and back down, and stretch, and down. Long back. That's it. Drop the head, drop the shoulders. Now we lift the leg up, we lengthen, and we circle. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, other direction, and hop, 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 and lift, 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 lift. Stay there, and bring the leg down. Shoulder blades down, open the chest. Now we try to bring the knee, the standing knee, the foot behind the other foot. And stretch. Open the chest and back. And stretch. Open the chest and back. Good. And 2 more times. Stretch. And back. Last time. Stay there. Try to stay. Try to bring the other hand up. Stay, stay, stay. Shoulder blades down. Lift and come back down. And circle the shoulder blades. And to the other direction. And we go to the other direction. So on the knees, stretch, bring one hand, hands behind the head, and we go from side to side. Breathe, side, and to the other side. And really open the rib cage, side and side. Lift the abdominals, contract the pelvic floor, breathe to the ribs, and side. We stay there and we turn the head. We turn and we equalize both elbows and back, straight front, look front, open the chest, and down, round the back, upper back, and open the chest, breathe, and round the back, open the chest, breathe, last one. Nice warm day, stretch, bring the hand to the floor, other hand on the hip, shoulder blades down, and we stretch, lift, and down. That's it, don't let the leg go too much to the back, and down, a little bit slightly in front of you. And feel the leg is long, going away from your hip joint. And the shoulders is relaxed, the neck is stretched. We lift the leg up and we circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other direction. Stretch the knee. Lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We bring the leg down. Now we bring the other foot behind and we stretch. And down. Really shoulder blade down here. Not to hurt your shoulder. If it's too much, don't do it. And stretch. And down. And lift. and down. Last one, we stay, we stretch the other hand, we try to stay there, breathe. That's it, long line, lift yourself and bring yourself down, and shoulders, and to the other direction. Good, and arch the back and round the back. Stay with the back round and bring your pelvis down to the heel, stretch, round the back and bring yourself back, front, arch the back and round the back and bring yourself back to the heels and up and open and up. Now we lift the back up. We come with the pelvis down, but you don't let your lower back fall down. We lift the abdominals, so it's long line from the knee to the top of the head, and we go to pump the elbows, so you can or lift your feet or lift the knees, and we do try to do 8 times. So you can be with the knees on the floor, lift the foot or lift the knees. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. Relax backwards. And we step with the right foot front, hand on the knee, bring the pelvis front, stretch. Bring both hands on the knee, bring the pelvis front, equalize between your hips, hip joints. Bring the hands above your head and try to look up from the chest, up. Push the pelvis front, stay there, breathe. And we bring everything to the floor. And we go to the other side. Hand on the knee. Bring the hip front, stretch, long back. Bring both hands on the knee. Keep the body front. Stretch the hands. And slowly look up. Open the chest and push the pelvis front. Stretch your thighs and bring everything back down. One more time, we bring the right leg front, and now we lift the knee, so we are in lunge, long leg backwards, and we bring both hands on the knee, we stretch the back. That's it, equalize both shoulders, both hips, and we try to bring the hands up above the head, stay there, breathe. Breathe and stretch the back leg and stretch the front leg and bend. Stretch the front leg and bend and stretch and bend. Last one. Stretch and bring the back forward parallel to the floor. Stretch the back leg, stretch front, breathe. And come back down. Other side. We bring the left leg, stretch the back leg, bring both hands on the knee, stay there. Bring both hands up, stay, breathe. Stretch the back knee. Feel that there's a lot of distance between the feet. And we stretch the front leg. And bend, and stretch, and bend, and bend. Last one, and bring the back parallel to the floor, stretch everything, breathe, and we bring everything down, Tuck your toes under and downward facing dog. Stay there. Breathe and walk with your hands towards your feet and just relax the head, neck from side to side, and bend the knees and stretch, bend the knees. And roll slowly the back up. And take a breath and now do your stomach exercise from before. And I see you next week. And have a nice evening. And you're great. Ciao.